My roommate stole my inheritance by impersonating me for 2 years. Now I am going to her wedding as the bride. My roommate stole my inheritance by impersonating me for 2 years while I was deployed overseas. She took my identity, my money, and eventually my fiancé's den. Tomorrow, I am attending her wedding party as the bride. She just doesn't know it yet. When my grandmother died right before my military deployment, she left me her entire estate parn, including a trust fund worth $1.8 million that would release when I turned 28. I told only 2 people, my fiancé Tom Mark and my college roommate Olivia, who agreed to houses at my apartment while I was gone. I was stationed in a remote area with limited communication for most of my 2-year deployment. Occasionally, I'd get a brief video call with Mark, always with poor connection that cut in and out. Sometimes Olivia would join, updating me on handling my mail and apartment maintenance. I was grateful for her help until the day I returned home to find my locks changed and a stranger living in my apartment. Olivia Carson, she moved out 6 months ago, the new tenant explained, said something about buying a house with her fiancé. My stomach dropped. I hadn't gone by Carson in years. Parent, that was my maiden name before my parents died, but it was the name on my birth certificate, the name on my grandmother's will. At the bank, the manager's face paled when I presented my military ID, but Miss Carson comes in monthly to manage her trust fund. She's withdrawn nearly $600,000 already. I pulled up Olivia's Instagram. There she was, parent, living my life. She dyed her hair to match mine, was wearing clothes she'd taken from my closet, and on her finger, my grandmother's antique emerald ring, the one I'd left in my jewelry box for safekeeping, and beside her in every photo, Mark, my Mark. Their engagement announcement showed them in front of a beautiful Tudor home. Finally found our dream house. Wedding details coming soon. Number blessed, my blood boiled as I scrolled through 2 years of photos. Mavitations, degrees, shopping sprees, parties with my college friends, parent people who thought they were celebrating with me. I hired a lawyer immediately. She had access to all your documents, he explained. Your birth certificate, social security card, everything needed to convince people she was you, and with a similar appearance plus your limited communication. The police investigation moved slowly, but my revenge wouldn't wait. I created a fake profile as a wedding planner and reached out to Olivia. I specialize in last-minute emergency planning, I wrote. Reference available from the Reynolds wedding last month. Desperate after her original planner quit, Olivia hired me sight unseen. For 6 weeks I planned every detail of her wedding via email and phone calls using a voice modulator. I learned everything. The venue, my grandmother's garden estate that Olivia now claimed, the guest list, 90% my friends, and her deepest insecurity pertain that someone would discover her fraud before she could legally change her name through marriage. Yesterday I finally met with the venue security team and showed them my military ID. The woman, claiming to be Olivia Carson, is actually impersonating me, I explained, presenting the growing file of evidence my lawyer had compiled. This morning I received a call from the detective handling my case. We're ready to make an arrest. When would be best? Tomorrow, I said, at the Rose Garden at Breenstead 2 p.m. Tonight I'm laying out my dress part, the one my grandmother and I picked together before she died. Tomorrow I'll walk into my family home, stand before my friends, and reclaim my name in front of everyone who was fooled. Mark texted me last night after the rehearsal dinner. Apparently Olivia's surprise wedding planner had sent him an envelope with photos of us together from before my deployment, along with bank statement showing the withdrawn trust fund money. Is this some kind of sick joke, he wrote. Who are you? I didn't respond. Some questions are better answered in person. Sometimes the perfect revenge isn't about getting even, parent. It's about revealing the truth when the stakes are highest and the audience is exactly right.